right, Isaac Peppers, Coach C.C. Taylor, Herb Mulligan, Captain Smith. Coach Taylor, congratulations on your first win here at home. We'll start the opening statement, then we'll open for questions.
Like you said, it was a good win, being off the road, being back at home in front of our home crowd. Very excited for these players, our football team, our coaching staff, the city of Jackson. Bethune came to play. They came to play. They had a good plan. The coaching staff, hats off to them. Those players, they fought their butts off for 4 quarters. To get it to that point, to have an opportunity on our onside kick, that's all you can ask of your football team. But I was glad we was able to recover it. Great job by our defense. Great job by our defense. They came out and fought all night. And I had been kind of on them all week. They know I've been riding them all week about their performance last week at Texas State. I thought they came out, though, and responded well. Anytime you can have an offensive team that goes 0 for 14 on third down, that's all I can ask for. So I'm very pleased with the win. Herb Mulligan played well. He ran the ball hard, close to 180 yards rushing. Really, toted the weight on that offensive side of the ball, but very glad about this first win at home.
Coach, can you talk about using a female kicker, making history in Jackson State? Where'd you get the idea, and did you think about using her as a field goal kicker?
We had a situation where we got both kickers injured. Matt Knoll, Gerardo Beza, early on a couple weeks ago, he went down, and then this past week, Matt Knoll took over our punter and was doing a heck of a job against the Texas State team, and then it just happened. It was a situation where he ended up getting injured this week. We were hoping to get him back after the break, so my back was against the wall. So I had to find somebody. And talking to Dr. Ted, our soccer coach, championship soccer coach, had a young lady over there, I call her LL. Did it well in high school. She did it well in high school. Had some teams looking at her coming out of high school, and she came out and did what we asked her to do. I gave her opportunity early on, but then we went to Amari, our running back, just to try to get us through the football game. But the injuries at that position, I've never experienced that all my years of coaching, to have 2 kickers to get hurt in the same season over a couple of weeks span. But we did what we had to do, and that's why I gave her that opportunity.
Coach, just a couple sort of different questions. Still staying with Leilani. Did you kind of have a conversation with her about how big this is for the sport, and then going a different direction? How's it feel for you to get to your home opener win?
I did have a conversation with her. I talked to her the first day we got her out there at practice. She understood the responsibility. Also talking to her parents. I talked to her parents. They were very excited. She loves the game of football. Like I said, she played it in high school, but she loves football. She wanted to try to help this football team, and so we'll see where it going forward. But it was a deal she hadn't kicked in a while, though. Just to get her out there this week and get her to moving around. So I didn't want to put too much on her plate in an atmosphere like this. So, but going forward, we'll see how it go. But this first win, like you said, it means a lot. It means a lot to get that home opener, first win, and then to my mentor, W.C. Gordon. I'm very excited about it, what we got going forward, though. We're going to continue to work. We're going to take this one, like I always tell you guys, put it behind us and get ready for the next one, because I got to get this football team to play all 3 phases. 1 week it's the offense, 1 week it's the defense. Special teams got to continue to get better. I'm still waiting to see our whole football team come together and just, go out here and dominate a football game.
Coach, what were some of the things that you kind of went over with the defense this past week? Because you said you kind of rode them a little bit.
Yeah.
To get that effort that they got tonight, what were some of the, key points of the week?
Be detailed. Detailed. We wasn't detailed in the Texas State game. If you had this gap, be in that gap. If we was in this coverage, be where you're supposed to be. And then I thought we tackled better tonight. We missed a lot of tackles last week against Texas State, but these guys came out tonight and they had domination on their mind. Like I said, I rode them pretty hard all week long, but I could see in the first half they kind of had it under control there, and they got after the quarterback, what we didn't do last week as well. Got the turnover. I mean, that was a huge score. You see, that was kind of the difference in the game. So I tell them right now, this team is led by the defense. I think a lot of the guys we got over there, I got a lot of high expectation on them, but I'm still, like I said, man, we just got to put it together as a team, because we got good players all across the board. We just got to continue to gel, continue with the chemistry, and I think that's what's so important with this bye week this week.
Coach, you just talked about, you just alluded to the fact that turnover that led to the touchdown. What did you tell Ethan when he scored that touchdown when he came back to the sideline?
Well, my thing, I told the whole defense all week what? I said, if we score, we're going to have some fun, you know, and they played with that energy. But I was excited for him. I mean, this kid here, this guy here works his butt off here. He don't talk. You know, he just goes out there and work. But when he do talk, it's meaningful words. When you hear him saying something, it matters at that point. And just happy for him because he's been working his butt off the last couple weeks and really doing it the right way.
Coach, can you talk about your lack of passing game? You were 14 for completed 14 passes, 88 yards or 90 yards, and 1 touchdown.
That was a bit of a disappointment to me as well. You know, I thought they gave us some opportunity to take advantage of some things. They played a lot of cloud coverage on the back end. But that was we got to be better there. You know, with Irv running the ball like that, guys stacking the box, we got to be able to exploit the back end because we really got some guys on the back end that can run. I mean, on the perimeter at the receiver position that can fly. But we got to be better there. 348 yards of total offense. 260 on the ground, that's a plus, you know, but we got to be able to throw the ball around the yard. And, you know, third down, that's when you usually get your throws in, too. And you look at it now, we were, 4-15 on third down. We got to continue to work on that as well.
Coach, what were some of your emotions entering, you know, the vet for your first time as the head coach?
It was big emotions. It was big emotions. You know, I just got a big. I have huge expectations for myself and this football team and everybody around me. And just to when I ran out that tunnel to see all that red in the stands, it meant a lot to me. Brought back memories as a player, and now to be up here leading this football team, these young men out that tunnel. It just, you know, a lot of emotions, mixed emotions. But then after a while, you know, all the smoke clear. It's time to play football.
Coach, I asked you earlier in the week, what's the difference between running out of tunnel as a player, assistant coach, and now as a head coach? Can you tell me now?
You know, as assistant coach, when I was receiver coach or coordinator, everything, it's just a certain few counting on me. You know, right now, when I know when I take that field now, it's everybody. You know, these coaches counting on me to make the right decisions. These players counting on me to make the right decisions. Trainers, everybody, these fans. You know, it's a huge responsibility here at Jackson State to be successful. So, you know, I just take it in stride. You know, like I said, this win here, it's not like we wanted it to look, but I'm glad for it. Very thankful.
Coach, let me ask this question. Obviously, the W.C. Gordon Classic, his imprint is on this program, but you played for James Big Daddy Carson. Not as long or of a time span, but he does have a Black College National Championship on his ledger. Would you like to see Jackson State acknowledge him in a little bit more in terms of his contribution to Jackson State? Well,
you know, Big Daddy was a great coach. You know, I learned a lot from him as a player. He taught me a lot. He rode me my first couple years as a player. I mean, he was very hard on me, but he'd always tell me why. And if you think about his years as defensive coordinator, you're talking about one of the greatest to ever do it that came through this program in HBCU that was with WC, you know. So no doubt, you know, I'll never forget some of the things that I learned from him, the things that we talked about as a player, you know, coming in that recruiting class under him. You know, no doubt. He's one of the GOATs, you know, in coaching in Jackson State, in the JSU history, right there with the WCs and all those names. You know, I think a lot of him.
Coach, were the passing struggles more on Jason, or was it more so on the fact of Bethune's defense?
I never put it on one person. You know, it's an offensive unit. You know, we got to be better at as far as offensive coaches, offensive line, you know, running backs, and him. You know, it's a group, receivers as well, you know, because like, you know, Jason just got to sit back there and throw it. Somebody got to catch it. Somebody got to protect, you know. So as a whole, we got to improve that whole deal for us, the passing game right now. And we know we can do it. You know, we came out against a great Texas State team last week and threw the ball around the yard all day. So that's why I said I think the word we're looking for here is consistency. You know, we got to be consistent as an offense and come out every week and be on point.
You're running very hard this year, or now this season. What's the difference for you compared to maybe what you've done in the past now?
I would say it's no different. It's just that I had a gap year last year due to some death in the family. So coming back this year and being at the house of Walter Payne, I mean, it speaks for itself.
When you broke that long run, when you were running to the end zone, what was going through your mind?
I was just doing my job. I just wanted to bring the team back, bring some momentum.
Isaac, what has it been like for you coming into this program from UAPB and what you bring to this Jackson State defense?
You know, good transition because I've always played in defense, so I knew the defense already. So it's been a smooth transition, and with the coaches allowing me to be me, you feel me, and allowing me to play to my potential, it's been good.
Hunter, can you talk about the safety? And you're always around the ball, flying around, man.
That's what linebackers supposed to do. I like to call myself a sideline linebacker. So if I can come bring this team, you know, improvement and benefits, I'll do it.
They do it. Coach, players, thank you.